Hey guys, today I'm here to explain why Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is actually an incredible movie, and a perfect send-off to the story of Star Wars. For the past few years, this movie has received a lot of undeserved hate, but most of it's unfair nitpicking from whiny misogynists who don't know how to have fun anyway. Let's start with what everyone else starts with, the return of Palpatine. Personally, I love the fact that they brought Palpatine back for one final showdown. Oh, but it's unnecessary fan service. Oh, but it renders the events of the previous movies meaningless. Could you please quit whining and look at the bigger picture? Right from the beginning, Star Wars has always been a story of good versus evil, Skywalker versus Palpatine. Bringing Palpatine back out of the blue was the perfect way to bring this entire story full circle. It's also incredibly scary knowing he had unexplained backup plans in the shadows. I noticed a lot of people take issue with the fact that they made Rey Palpatine's granddaughter as well. To those whining about logistics and mentality, would you please take a look at the theme? Ever since her introduction, Rey has had a very engaging arc about her purpose and self-discovery, so finding out that she's related to the Star Wars version of the Antichrist is naturally shocking, especially with how out of nowhere it feels. Rey taking the Skywalker name at the end is also a perfect way to end her story and the story of Star Wars as a whole. Though the other Skywalkers may be gone, they still live on through her, despite her being a Palpatine originally. Besides, why do you all hate Rey so much for doing everything you love Luke for? Are you all just mad that a woman is the star of the show for once? Rey is such an important character for so many reasons. Because of her and her alone, women are allowed to be strong and independent and stoic. Back to Palpatine, this isn't even the first time Star Wars brought something back for the finale. Return of the Jedi brought back the Death Star, but that's still celebrated as a perfect conclusion to the original trilogy. So why is it that when Rise of Skywalker brings something back from a previous movie, it's met with obscene amounts of backlash, despite every other film in the saga being able to be criticized the same way? Was it just because this movie, and by extension the rest of the sequel trilogy, was produced by Disney? Why does everyone hate Disney so much anyway? They're a very talented studio that's produced so many amazing movies, like Wish, The Marvels, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and so many more classics. And even after they ended the story with this movie, they still continue to give us incredible new shows, such as The Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Ahsoka, with many more well on the way. The day everyone appreciates all the great things Disney and Lucasfilm have done for Star Wars and us is the day I can be at peace. I know that in a few years' time, people will finally grow to appreciate the sequel trilogy, just like they have with the prequel trilogy. Until then, I will stand by the claim that The Rise of Skywalker was necessary, earned, and a very well-crafted film all around. It is a beautiful, heartfelt love letter to Star Wars and its legacy, and I can't imagine where the franchise would be without it. I love this movie with all my heart, and I know for sure that someday you will too.